Hey guys, just going to be going over my thoughts of the FC25 beta today. Yeah, I've got it. I've had it since was it day before yesterday, and then we had all the server downtime after that. We had a little workaround to get in originally, and then it kind of they took it all down, and then I think they patched it about 5 o'clock UK last night. So yeah, I played lots of games including Rush and Rivals, about 15 games. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on everything that I've seen so far. I know the community has not been thrilled with how it's gone. I'm going to try and talk while doing some SBCs as well. So yeah, I know the community hasn't been thrilled with it. I've looked online, people are saying they don't like it. They're saying it's a reskin of FC24. And I'm going to maybe surprise you here, but I completely disagree. I think these days people are too quick to use it as, oh, it's DLC, it's reskin, and things like that. Like, for me, it's different to FC24. Not completely, like anything. It's going to keep the same basic functions, but there's definitely differences there that I can see. Now, I'll go through those differences with you now. So, what are we thinking? Firstly, gameplay. All right, let's look at the most important thing probably from the whole thing. Gameplay. For me, it plays rather well. I'd probably give it an 8.5 on gameplay, or 8 maybe on gameplay. Let's face it, FC gameplay has never been great anyway. But I would probably give it an 8 out of 10. It feels different from FC24, which for me is a good thing. FC24 at points this year has been, I think, some of the best gameplay we've seen in years from EA, if I'm honest. But at the current moment, the gameplay is shocking. It's slow, it feels kind of laggy. Does for me anyway. Maybe it's different for you guys, I don't know, but that's how it feels for me. So I think there's a big difference in gameplay. I think we're looking at a much better game, but there is a but. This generally happens every year. The gameplay you'll see now is going to be hella different to what you're going to see in the finished product, because normally I find the beta gameplay good, and then the game comes out and it's good for a bit, and then there's so many people complaining. EA end up changing too much, and then they ruin it really. Sometimes it's nice to listen to your clientele, so to speak, but I think sometimes it's better not to, because the more you keep changing it of your base product, then it's gonna fail eventually, because you're never going to keep everyone happy, and that's what you have to understand in these things. Not everyone's going to be happy with how the game plays. Everyone likes a different style. Some people like a faster game, slower game, a bit of a mix. I'm more for a faster game. Now, I will say this beta, compared to the others, is not as fast and fluid as it was. I say fluid, no, the fluidity is pretty good. It's not as fast then, yeah, so it seems a little bit slower than the previous years. Now, for me, it still plays well. I haven't tested it enough to really go into the absolute be-all and end-all of it, but I'll do that at a later date in a week or two's time, and I'll come back and do another video or stream, and I'll tell you exactly what I think and rate the shooting, passing, defending, all this type of stuff. I have noticed defending seems a little bit easier, I would say, and a bit more responsive when you move with a player. That is the one thing I noticed quite quickly. And I won't go into much else on the gameplay, but for me, the gameplay's in a good place. Let's face it, I've seen it in worse places than it currently is, put it that way. Then we'll go on to Rush. So Rush is the new mode. It's 5v5. 4 players and an AI goalkeeper. If you haven't read about it, I'm sure you have, but there we go. 4 players and an AI goalkeeper. Now, I know some people are a bit like, oh, it's gone a bit stale. For me, rather enjoying it. I've played most of my games on there, about 10 games. There's been a bit of a bug where if you pick Trent Alexander-Arnold or select a team of the week, or if you skip the cutscene as you're going in, it like disconnects the game. But EA fixed that, I believe, overnight. So that is now supposedly not a problem. I haven't played yet today. I'm going to be going straight on after this, playing some more stuff. If you want to play, you're welcome to send me a little friend request, and we'll play some Rush if you have the beta. If you don't, we won't. But obviously I can't upload anything. I wish I could, but it's against the terms of service and I don't want to get banned. So that's Rush. In terms of how it plays then, so 5v5, I think it's a 6-minute game. It goes pretty quick. 4 players, each team, and 1 AI goalkeeper. Get blue cards instead of red cards. A blue card is like a minute off the pitch. And that makes a big difference if you've got 1 man down on either team. I think I've played 10 games of Rush. 9 lost 1 or 8-2, something like that. Played pretty well in most of my games as well. Probably 6 or 7 of them I've played really well and had good scores. I think the lowest I was like an 8.1, but the rest were all 9 point something and 10. You normally get a requirement as well, so it'll be like maximum of 85 overall or something like that, and maximum 80 pace or something like that. It was yesterday anyway. And then when you go into the lobby to look for your players, you'll have like on the right hand side, you'll have like a bonus point section, whereas if you select someone, say from Uruguay or below 75 overall, or these type of things, you'll get bonus points then based on that criteria. Commentator's a bit janky. I mean, he's different to the normal ones. Not a massive fan of him, but he is what he is. I don't think it's to be all and end all, but generally Rush so far I would give it 9 out of 10 if I'm honest. I think it's fresh, it's exciting, it's new. It's something you can play with your friends, because obviously you can invite friends as well. You don't have to play with random drop-in lobbies with other players. You can invite your friends as well. So it's something that EA have needed a while on FC or FIFA. There's not much to do with your friends, and I think that's going to be massive, and it's going to get people in. It's going to get pro clubs players in as well. Don't get me wrong, I think there's strategies to this. EA aren't stupid. EA are thinking, well, if we can get people in there instead of pro clubs, we don't need to support pro clubs as much. Same with career mode. They try and take things out of career, so they can get people to play the pay-to-win Ultimate Team versions. They're not dull. They're a multi-billion-dollar company who thrive on people gambling. Let's face it. There's no other way around it. But you have to have self-control, and that's the most important thing. You've got to have self-control in these situations. And stick with me, and you won't need to spend money on the game. Buy the Ultimate Edition if you want, like I do every year. But you can trade your way up. My team I had in November, I had, special Mbappe, all sorts of great players in that kind of period. I haven't really upgraded it since. It was similar. But yeah, you can do it without spending money as well, and that's important to remember, that you don't need to spend money on this game to get anywhere. SBCs are your friend. As well, the best feature that I've seen they've put in, finally, after seeing it in FIFA 18's World Cup mode in Ultimate Team, we had a duplicate storage system where you had 100 duplicates, and you could put them in this storage system, and instead of quick selling your duplicates, because they're untradeable and you can't do anything with them, you can put them in a storage center, and you can use them from there via the SBC screen now. So you can put those players then into an SBC. Fantastic. I haven't played around with it much yet. There's not that much in terms of SBCs. Hybrid nations and all those are all untradeable at the moment, but there was the same for the beta last year. In previous years, we know they've all been tradable. And I think last year they went to kind of a mix of untrade and tradable rewards in those. So they seem to have put them all untradeable again for the beta. Hopefully it's just for that, and we'll have some tradable rewards there next year. We haven't got preview packs in the beta. I don't remember if we did last year, but I'm inclined to say we didn't. So whether they're going to do away with them, I don't know, or whether they just haven't put them in. We just have literally a couple of promo packs, gold packs, silver packs, bronze pack, and that's it. What else? I've only really played Ultimate Team and play anything else, so I can't comment. We have a season pass. Now, this is controversial and people are going to be really up in arms about it, right? I don't know the ins and outs yet. I haven't played enough to tell you, but we have a season pass that's free, and you can pick rewards between, say, with the right stick where you flick in the season, what's it called? Season XP pass we got on Ultimate Team. Similar to that. So you can pick either a club's reward, say, or an Ultimate Team pack of 83 plus times 2, or, etc. Yeah, you get better ones, worse ones than that. But you can do that. So if you're more of a clubs player, you can pick those. If you're more of an Ultimate Team player, you can pick the Ultimate Team stuff, or you can pick a mix of the two. Doesn't matter. But this is where the controversy comes in. You have a premium season pass. Now, that currently is sitting at 1,500 FIFA points or 500,000 coins. Now, I don't know how that's going to work. I play a lot of Call of Duty. We kind of buy the battle pass in that, and then as long as you complete the battle pass, you'll make more CP, they call it, than you paid for the battle pass, which is a great, effective way of getting you on the game and also rewarding you for playing. Now, I don't think EA is in the same thing as Activision there, but there is something in, say you paid the 500,000 coins. In the beta, let me just show you in here because it'll be easier. In the objective screen, in one of these, hang on, tell how much I've played and thinged in it. In one of these, see, there is something that says buy the premium battle pass and it gives you 500,000 coins. So I'm currently sitting at about 270,000. Once I'm at 500,000, I'll report back. So it could be a case of you spend the 500,000 coins, but you may be able to get them back. You may be able to claim them in the season XP. And if so, that premium battle pass is essentially free. But I don't know, so I can't report on that yet. Maybe somebody else has. Keep an eye out, but potentially. But whether they would do that in the full game as well or just the beta, this is EA we're talking about. Let's not beat around the bush. We know what they're like. Yeah, they're money hungry. They want your money. They don't really care about anything else. So I don't know. But once I know, I'll report back on that. I'm hoping I might get 500k by the end of today or tomorrow. So I'll report back. I'm going to start using my Twitter channel and a few other bits as well back on YouTube. I'm going to try and keep you updated with everything FC25. And other things that they've added, let me think. I haven't really played around with the tactics and stuff. I know they've added manager roles and things like that, but I haven't played around too much. I've just used the basic settings. And as I say, I've been doing pretty well, so I don't want to alter too much. If I'm playing well, what's the point? Don't fix it if it ain't broken. You know how it is. I'm trying to think, is there anything else they've added into it? Oh, okay, packs. So if you are playing the FC25 beta and you're struggling with coins, you're thinking, what can I do to make coins on this? Because a lot of stuff is untradeable, right? So your friends are bronze packs and silver packs. You can open the golden promo as well. I've opened quite a few of them and broke even or made slight profit on most of them packs. Bronze pack, made a little bit of profit on that as well. France manager, of course. So only I say 4,000 something, and obviously that's like 5 bronze packs or whatever. So 5-6 bronze packs. But the best I've seen so far is the silver pack. We did have some rivals rewards today, which had some silver players in it in a premium Electrum on Division 2, where I am. So just bear that in mind. But last night, overnight, I think I opened 3 silver packs in total and made about 7 grand in total. And I only sold about 5 or 6 items for about 3,000 each. So I think that's where the money is. Oh, here we go now. Some spammer. Hang on. Let me get rid of him. I'll have a look at him now. So yeah, in terms of packs, I think silver's the way to go. You can also look to buy things and sell things. My also thoughts are, right, so they've taken player contracts out of the game. And now that's a good thing, right? That is a good thing in a way. But there's a reason they're doing this. Like, if I went back now into FC23 and looked at my contracts tradable, I'd have about 700. And before that, we had squad fitness as well. Those contracts now would sell for, I don't know, about $2,000 a pop. So you think 700 contracts, $2,000 a pop is 1.4 million roughly, right, on average. That's 1.4 million you've got to play with your old team in FC23, say, right? It'll be different now, obviously, it'll be FC24. But you'll have that then. That would encourage people to go, I'll stick with FC23. Now, if they're taking contracts out, that's one less thing you can sell on the old game when the new game comes out. So they want people on the new game, obviously. They're not going to want, let me just delete this guy or ban him or time him out there. So yeah, you then have that problem where you can't sell those stuff. So there's a reason they're doing that. Investment wise, when the game comes out, it's not worth investing in badges, kits, tifos, all this stuff, because the chances are there's going to be more of that stuff in each pack now because we don't have the contracts as well. Shadows, I think they're going to come down a little bit. Hunters and all the other stuff as well. I think they're gonna drop in price quite a bit because there's going to be probably more of them in packs, because as far as I can see, there's nothing else really to fill the pack at the moment, and EA like filling packs. Whether that means more players, I don't know. I have noticed marginally maybe a few more players than normal in the packs, like Jumbo Premium, Gold 26, etc. But it's marginal. I don't know how that's going to translate into the game, and whether they're going to put other things into the packs. You just don't know at this point. Investment-wise, though, when the game comes out, I think silver pack and bronze pack method could be massive. I think that could be where you make your money early on. In that first week of early access, I think that's where the money's going to be made. It's a bit boring, but it won't be boring when you're making hundreds of thousands of coins quite quickly. I'll do a full video on that as well and show you how to do it and what to sell. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the basics covered on what's going on. Really enjoying it though. It's nice and fresh. Enjoying the gameplay. Just enjoying how it feels. I mean, I've played about 700 hours on this, I think. 700-800 hours this year. But again, that was all up to like Christmas time, January, and I kind of quit, I suppose. Could call it quit. Played other stuff, call it that instead. Gameplay went a bit dodgy with a couple of updates. Done pretty well this year, though. I was normally by about November, December. I'm like, oh, gameplay's dreadful. But lasted a bit longer this year. Looking forward to the grind once again. But as I said before, you don't need to spend money to make coins on this game. You don't have to buy packs. You can do it yourself. Don't buy packs with coins either when the game comes out. That's good advice for you, unless it's silver or bronze. Silver should be really rare, and bronzes as well at the start of the game. And again, if you pack a manager, say from France, good chance of it selling for good money. We had other managers this year as well. Senegal sold on the beta yesterday, 2.5k. And again, the pack was 750 coins. You know, you could do the maths yourself and see this profit there. I don't know how Team of the Weeks are going to go this year. We're going to have to wait and see. Team of the Week investing used to be a great method, but over the years just hasn't gone. They do give you a lot now, though. They give you a lot of extra players and stuff like that. But I think the untradeable duplicate storage is going to be where the most people are really impressed and pleased with. That is finally here after, 7 years from FIFA 18. It showed they had the technology. I don't know when I haven't really checked on it and how it's going to play. But what I will say is I will leave feedback for EA if I don't like the way it is. My problem could be, say you had an untradeable in your club. You put him in an SBC. Then you also add the untradeable then after putting them in the SBC in a duplicate storage. Is it easy enough to just throw everyone you've already put in back into your club? Because sometimes you might want to keep the duplicate in the storage and not use them from the club. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. We're going to have to look into it and see what everyone says about it, really. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks thanks for watching, and leave us a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts if you want to play any rush or anything. I'm going to be looking for players to play with. Currently it's random fill lobbies, so yeah, lovely. Hope you enjoyed the stream and the video, and I'll see you again. Take care, everyone.